Good morning. It is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. Back here for Daily Shakeup number 431. And today we're talking about reactions versus responses. So my question is, in your leadership, wherever that is in your life, are you typically a first reactor or are you a last responder? There's a huge difference. And what I want to talk to you today is about what I'll call a leadership truth. And that is that leadership is, contrary to our often belief, not jumping in first with a reaction to a comment, situation, challenge, or opportunity. The leadership part is pausing, and it may be multiple pauses so that we can be thoughtful, intentional, and make sure that our response is what's needed in that moment. In other words, am I the one that needs to respond? And in some cases, the real question is there even a response needed? You know, we all know pretty much without thinking about it that reactions typically don't serve the best interest of the moment, the situation, whatever's happening. We know this because reactions often lack thoughtfulness and intentionality. A response, however, is thoughtful, it's intentional, and is mindful of what's actually needed and from whom in that situation. You know, too many people think it's got to be them because they're the leader. They have to go first and they have to jump in. And in order to assure that people see them as a leader, and this is a bad assumption, we'll jump in with our reaction because we feel like that's what people are looking for. No, people are looking for the appropriate answer, not the fastest answer. Being quickest to jump in with a reaction doesn't make you a leader. In fact, I would offer that makes you less of a leader. You also need to keep this in mind. Sometimes the response that is most needed is to do and say nothing, because either it wasn't needed or it wasn't needed from you. You see, that's the thing. Too often we think, I've got to be the one. I've got to be the one. And then we get frustrated because you're always the one. Because why would someone else speak up when you are always reacting and jumping in and filling the space with your so-called leadership? Just remember this. Part of leadership is letting others lead with their responses. So here's my thought. It's very clear, almost beyond a doubt, that responding is superior to reacting. But here's the two keys. You got to know the difference, because sometimes we feel like we're responding. We say we're responding when we're reacting. So we got to know the difference. And we've got to be able to create the space using the leadership pause or maybe multiple leadership pauses so we can respond instead of reacting. This is a big one in leadership today, because there's an old story that says leaders are quick with their solutions. I would say leaders are appropriate and mindful of the timeliness of their responses. Notice the key: slow it down. No need to speed up your leadership. In fact, maybe the best thing is to slow down your leadership. That's it for today. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you. By all means, stay connected.